Hello, Pisces. Let's get into this message. I actually have a channel message for you guys. I have a strong inkling that Spirit wants us to discuss the delayed gratification. There's something about delayed gratification that will benefit you in the long run, or the fact that you guys are exhibiting this delayed gratification type of energy. So this could be when it comes to working out. This could be when it comes to spending. This could be even some of you guys, retention of your fluids. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist. The disclaimer is below, you guys. But y'all, my fellas, even my ladies, y'all know what I mean, okay? But whatever this delayed gratification is, it's basically you. Wow, angel of love. It's basically you working on your discipline and staying focused and determined. You're terminating something. Staying determined to reach a goal. Some of you guys you need to realize that this is a form of magic. This is a form of your power, okay? It's about you breaking curses, breaking spells, breaking any type of hexes and witchcraft and negativity that has been, placed on you, or that you've picked up along the way that doesn't belong to you, okay? Because, we got to take accountability when we do things. However, a lot of you guys, being that you are incorporating delayed gratification into your technique, it's helping you to get out of a cycle. So you could possibly be setting goals, and you have a reward system set up to where once you reach a certain goal, you reward yourself with some type of gratification, whatever that may look like for you. It is building your resolve on a level that's extremely strong. And if you're not doing this, Spirit is saying that this is a technique that you may want to incorporate. You could be overcoming addictions. Whatever this is, it's like you're doing it in a way that benefits you the most. And it's basically reframing and retraining your mind. You're reprogramming yourself. And it's not necessarily that you feel like you have to quit something cold turkey, or that you have to move forward and just completely cut something out immediately. It's more so that you guys are incorporating new habits while deconstructing old habits, and that's what's actually helping you succeed. So let's pull some cards. I hope you're doing well. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Let's reciprocate the energy, okay? Because you are the energy. Let's go ahead and see, Pisces. I hope these messages help you. Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong, you guys. If you want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonates for you. All right, but go with your intuition first. Go with what you know first. All right, let's see for Pisces. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, for Pisces. What is the message that Pisces needs to know, that you want Pisces to know, Spirit? What is the message? Ooh, broken heart. And we saw the Angel of Love card. So the Angel of Love card was 49, which ultimately is a 13, which ultimately equals a 4. Okay, so you're trying to stabilize your energy. You're trying to stabilize your emotions. There's a crack here, okay? There's a crack in the structure. There's a crack in the surface. There's a crack in the foundation. You could be patching it. Some of you guys could be carpenters or construction workers, or some type of masonry is going on here. Masonry. Okay. But there have been a lot of tears that you've cried. There have been a lot of moments where you felt this pain that I feel like you guys are ready to let it go. You're ready to release it. You're ready to transform and transmute it into something more beneficial for you. A lot of times what people don't understand about Pisces, and sometimes what we don't understand about ourselves, because hey, hello, welcome, your girl as well as a Pisces, is that your pain can turn into your power. Okay, it can either be something that you utilize to your benefit, or something that can destroy you. Okay. And I feel like you guys have been allowing your pain to destroy you for way too long. And a lot of you who resonate with this are tired. You're tired of pain and trauma and all of these things that you've been holding on to so tightly for safety and security, basically destroying you. So you're transmuting it, and now you're using it to your benefit. You're allowing it to motivate you and inspire you and fuel you for the things that you know are coming in the future, because you are psychic. Okay. I feel like there are spirits around you, because we saw that Angel of Love card, who are supporting you in these endeavors. You have all tied up. Okay. Card number 23, which is a 5. A lot of you guys are making decisions about people in your life. And we spoke about this in the members reading this week. A lot of you are in positions where you're determining who's a friend and who's a foe, who's an ally and who's a liability, and who could be causing more chaos and problems in your life and doing more harm than good. And a lot of you are making decisions in unison with your spirit team, in co-collaboration with your spirit team, to overcome these obstacles and challenges that you feel like you're facing. Some of you guys feel stuck in a situation that you feel like you can't get out of. You feel stuck in a conflict or a problem that may seem never ending. And it's just reiterating and reinforcing the pain that you feel in your heart based on what you've been through in a lot of situations. And it's going to be very important. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. It's going to be very important that you do not let these feelings that could bring you to a low place trigger you or tempt you into doing something that you would regret. Now is not the time to hold grudges. Now is not the time to be tit for tat, spiteful, petty, doing all this other stuff. Now is not the time to match other people's energy. It is the time to exude your own energy. All right. But whatever situation that you're in, you know that, look at that, hostilities. You know that you can get through it. You're just trying to figure out the best way to do it. Now you have card number 26, which is an 8. Okay. So this feels like a back and forth. Okay. This hostility card discusses that, topics of you being faced with hostile energy from others. And this is not something that somebody's trying to hide. They're being very overt. They are coming at you aggressively. This definitely could be with words. Okay, with the sword in his hand, this could be I wanted to say Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So some of you guys, it's an earth sign because he's in the woods. Some of you guys, this is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Whoever this person is, listen, if it's you, you need to not be hostile. This is the thing. I feel like a lot of you guys have the right to be hostile. A lot of you guys have the right to slap somebody upside the backside of their head. Okay? I'm not going to argue with you. I ain't your mama. I'm not the boss of you. I don't write your checks or sign them. So I can't tell you what to do and not do. But what I will say is that if you feel backed into a corner and you start to lash out, all it's going to do is leave you in more pain. And I'm trying to help you. All right. I don't want to see any of you guys go through any unnecessary hardships. Okay. But there are situations that you guys are going to have to navigate and maneuver very strategically in the next few weeks and months. And this is a situation where you're making decisions to move forward, and a lot of energies, entities, spirits that work through people who have their own prerogative and their own agenda are not going to like. And you need to be aware of that, because people are going to try to get you connected to things and caught up in things that could later cause you pain. And this is why Spirit is recommending that you take the steps that you need to take to discipline yourself, to temper your energy, to make sure that you're not going off on people, because there's a lot of folks out here who they just waiting. They are just waiting for an opportunity for you to step into the trap that they set. Okay. So just so you guys know, for those of you who like to read the book, if you don't, fast forward. Once I'm not holding the book, you will see that we've moved on to the next set of cards. But for this broken heart, it says grief and loss. This card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from long ago, or it may be the pain from a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power, okay? And peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing. And have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightly deserve, okay? Spirit wants you to help yourself. Be your own ally. Don't wait for somebody else to come and save you. Don't wait for, another person to step up and speak on your behalf. Do what you need to do. But make sure that you do it in a way that's going to honor you and not defame you, all right? Blossoming abundance is here, all right? That is what Spirit has waiting for you. You are blooming. You are opening. You are blossoming. They want you to open your heart to the possibility that letting go of whatever has been ball and chaining you, dragging at your feet, can actually be something helpful. Okay, all tied up says lack of motion or a sense of personal freedom. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrists, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. Important word, seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward. Or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up or what's trying to keep you tied up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Okay, are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer, okay? So don't keep yourself in a prison aiding and abetting somebody who doesn't want to see you succeed. That's what Spirit is trying to say. Release yourself from all this hostility and negativity because it's not going to serve you. And I'm not saying, like that you guys are guaranteed to be doing this. What I'm saying is that Spirit is trying to get you to evaluate your life to see where you can make yourself more formidable of an adversary to people who want to come against you, or where you can make things easier for yourself. Okay. Now, defense is up for hostilities, and it says aggressive energy. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes upright, it reveals a situation where hostilities towards you are about to be or have been engaged. Okay, this could be communication. Again, air sign energy, Libra, Aquarius. I wanted to say Scorpio, maybe Gemini, Taurus, Virgo. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. It could be you towards yourself. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out and out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. So basically, whoever is with the shits here, they don't care who sees. It's blatant. They don't care if people look at them funny or if they get side eyes. They don't care. They coming for you, and they want to come for you with the heat of everything. The heat of hell is at their heels, and they want you to heal. They want you to bend. Are you going to bend? Are you going to break? Or are you going to be like bamboo and snap back on that ass? Okay. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time, but whatever this is, new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Spirit is telling you it's time to take your power back. Okay? Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. All right? Let's get the next oracle card, y'all. Please like the video, you guys. Don't be sitting up in here watching my videos and you can't even like the video. Go on about your business, okay? Let's reciprocate the energy. Now, Spirit, what else does Pisces need to know when it comes to these messages? Somebody could just be trying to trigger you, to be honest. Okay? And this could be a situation where this delayed gratification is now coming to pass when it comes to somebody who's been coming against you very aggressively. Okay? What else does Pisces need to know, Spirit? Ooh, missing piece. You are missing a major piece of the puzzle. Somebody could even be trying to make you beat yourself up, right? Trying to blame you for something that's not your fault. Confusion and conflict may be going on at this time. Somebody may be trying to butt heads with you. Caught up. Someone's actions are catching up to them. So this is why all of this is happening. This is why somebody just is going balls to the wall, don't care, very blatant and aggressive, obtuse, some might say, is because they're getting caught up. Somebody's actions are catching up to them. Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, and you may not like me saying it, but I really, I'm not here to necessarily cater to your feelings. And this whole reading thus far, I've been trying to deliver these messages as gently as I can. But if you've been in a situation where you're holding a grudge, you're being hostile towards people in a very negative way, if your intentions are impure, or you want to see somebody get karma or revenge, you about to get your ass whooped. And because you my brethren and sistereth and brethren, I don't want to see you go out like that. Okay, but all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And I need to let y'all know, all of you Pisces who think you're not the problem, just make sure you do a self-evaluation on anything that you could be harboring resentment about. Okay, it's time to forgive. It's time to move on. It's time to let things go and release the heavy burdens and weight that you've been carrying from situations that are in the past that you cannot change. And I'm saying that with all respect and dignity. I do not want y'all to feel attacked. I don't want y'all to feel belittled or chastised here in this space. This is our circle. What? Boo. Okay? And at this particular moment in time, I know a lot of you guys are fed up and sick of it. Okay? And it's a lot of things that you've been pushing to achieve. And the fact that I spoke about delayed gratification in the beginning of this reading tells me that you guys are actually putting in the effort. You're doing the groundwork. You're laying the foundations that you need to make a change in your life. So don't let anybody knock you off your square right now. Stay focused on your goal. It's tunnel vision time. All right. But if there are any of you who are just very upset or bitter or angry or even fed up to the point where you have been really wanting to see somebody get their comeuppance, don't get yourself caught up, because you may be confused as to why something has not happened yet to make justice be known, or for somebody to get their quote unquote karma. And that's your problem. And I'm trying to help you, but there's only so much I can do. And Spirit basically said that I said what I need to say. I said what I said. And if you heed this warning, then good on you. If you've already made this realization and you're the one moving forward, good on you. But there's nothing more that I can do. Now you have to do what you need to do. Okay. For those of you who are wondering what's going on and why things have been so painful and why you've kind of been stuck, it's a combination of not only the things that you needed to heal from, but for a lot of you who have taken those steps to look in the mirror and self-reflect and take accountability, It's because somebody has been blatantly hostile towards you, and they're going to keep coming at you because they don't fucking listen. You see how I was just trying to help those Pisces who was being hard-headed, and now I'm focusing on y'all and what you need to do to move forward? Yeah, that's what Spirit tried to do to this goofy motherfucker right here. They tried to warn this person. They tried to stop this person. They tried to convince this person that this hostility and this, aggressive attacking energy was not the way. But now, because that motherfucker was goofy and they decided to be dumb and stick their head in the sand and try to act like they couldn't see what was coming, they're about to get caught up. Someone's actions are catching up to them. And you may be wondering why somebody's so pressed. Why are these people who I don't even know, strangers at the store, strangers out in public, people who call my job, customers that I got to deal with, family members and old exes and, people from my past who got a grudge or they got a bone to pick all of a sudden. It's because their actions are catching up to them. So that's why Spirit is telling you, elevated Pisces and Pisces who strive to elevate, that you should not get caught up in these triggers, because they want to trigger you, because they want to drag you back in the bottom of the barrel so that you can scrape your way back up with them, because misery loves company. Don't get caught slipping. Whatever they mad about, let them bitches be mad. Exit. Okay. Avoid that. Move aside and let them be the Tasmanian devil that they insist on being. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That is not your problem. People are very confused right now because they're not sure why this conflict is happening. And what people don't understand is that love is the key. Compassion is the key. Understanding and empathy is the key. Everybody thinks they know the answers to all these problems that humanity is facing. And I'm going to be honest with you. And y'all might not like it because some of y'all get your panties in a bunch and your drawers in a bunch. They be stuck all up in your balls when I start talking about political shit and socio-economical things that are going on. But until the people who have been really done wrong are done right, and I'm not the person to determine who that is, but until people are done right, and until the rights have been wronged for all the injustices that certain groups of people have faced, and I'm not just talking about race or religion, I'm talking about everybody. Until these motherfuckers start doing right by these children and getting these PDF files out of here, until the indigenous people are repaid for their sacrifices, until folks are repaired for the damage that has been caused, there will not be peace. Until folks start treating their fellow human or whatever the way that they want to be treated, there will be no peace. There will continue to be problems. And what you can do, because not one person can solve everything on their own, but what you can do as an individual who's actually intelligent, watching this, okay, what you can do is to start to exhibit these behaviors in your everyday life when it comes to the people that you come across. That don't mean you got to bend your back to pray over somebody and save somebody. No, that just means you do what you can when you can. And you walk out here with the right intentions and with the right frame of mind so that you don't perpetuate an already excessive problem. Okay? Because the rash has gotten out of control. I don't know who need to hear that. Let's see. We're going to do past, present, and future. And we'll look at the foundation. We'll see what's going on. Look at this. The Nine of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the King of Swords. So this could be Virgo energy strongly, possibly Sagittarius, maybe Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius for some of you guys. This is about independence. This is about peace. This is about balance. This is about being at peace with what's to come and trying to blend the energy of stability with knowledge, with intuition, like having your energy balanced together. This is about bringing order and balance to chaos. This is about the unwritten laws and the unwritten rules of the universe, of God, source, spirit, whoever you pray to. And the difference between those who abide in that and those who do not. Some of you guys are independent and on your own, or you're striving to gain that balance. You're striving to gain that peace. You've cut a lot of people out your life because you want to maintain and gain that peace. But there could definitely be some communication coming in that you guys have been waiting for, that, you know, is going to lay down some laws, or it's going to clarify some miscommunications or missing information. Okay. 8 of Pentacles is here. Strong Virgo energy and the 8 of Wands. This could be August with these 2 8s. So Leo and Virgo season, there could be a lot of work that you've been doing, a lot of productivity that you've had in your career or your business. And I feel like it's leading you to an opportunity where you have more balance and there is order that's brought to some type of chaos. Okay. You could be trying to make this happen very quickly. Some of you guys could be on a very important deadline. Okay. But I feel like you're waiting for this peace to take place. Let's see. What does Pisces need to know when it comes to these messages, Spirit? What does Pisces need to know when it comes to these messages? What is it that you want Pisces to know? Let's do it one more time, and then we're going to get into it. All right. So, in the current moment, we have the Knight of Swords. Someone definitely has a bone to pick with you. They're very upset. This is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. In the recent past, we have the 8 of Cups. Well, no wonder, bitch. No wonder somebody is upset, because you've extinguished all connection. You've cut the cord. You've broken the tie. You have turned your back. You're going into the unknown of a situation because it's better to go than to stay. You were fed up with something. You were sick of it. And I also feel like you know that it's time for you to detach your emotions from something or someone. You know that it's time to make peace. You know that it's time to let something go. You know that there's no improvement in a situation, that something is what it is and it's going to be what it is. And that's either because you can't see eye to eye with somebody, or they refuse to understand you. They are dedicated to misunderstanding you. Okay, you've let something go. Whatever hopes and dreams that you had for a situation or a person or a job or a relationship, you see now that there is no use in putting your energy into this any further, at least in the way that you've been doing so. So in order to keep your sanity and your peace, you don't necessarily know what's going to happen next, but you know you can't keep doing what you've been doing. And in order to keep your peace and sanity, you need to detach your emotions. Maybe you feel like you need to detach from the outcome. You need to just let the chips fall where they may. In the near future, you have the 2 of Cups. Interesting. So now somebody wants to talk. There could be somebody who wants to reunite with you. So be mindful. Mercury retrograde is coming up. There could be a person here who is just wanting to keep arguing about a situation, and it's like there's a level of delusion here that's going on, but there's 2 different types of delusion. There's one type of delusion where someone is choosing to elevate and meet their higher self where they really want to be, and they're going to only focus on what they need to do to get there. And there's another delusion that's going on here where someone thinks that they're going to be able to talk somebody out of this, or they think that the situation is going to transpire the way they want it to transpire. Okay. Now at the root of the situation, we have the Page of Pentacles. So some type of good news is coming towards you. There's an opportunity here that's being presented to you, or that you are coming across or being led to by spirit, that has the potential to go very far and to lead you very far. There is a lot that you can put into this. There's a lot of different ways that you can go about this situation, but it's potential and it's positive. And I feel like it's the way you look at it. It's all about the perspective that you have. And a lot of you guys have a perspective of wanting to see what else is out there, maybe putting your application out there, maybe inquiring at, different businesses and establishments about whether or not they're hiring, inquiring about education where you can improve. All right. But whatever this is, you see the potential of a situation improving if you take certain action, especially with detaching your emotions, or you see the potential of a situation going really badly if you don't make a change. All right. Now, your intuition is telling you that you need to protect yourself, because there's a situation here where somebody just refuses to let something die. They just don't want to let it go, child. They're holding on to whatever this is for dear life. Okay. Some of you, this could be a Sagittarius. Your intuition is telling you that you need to protect yourself against a Sag or a fire sign of some kind, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be this air sign. I'm getting Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, maybe. I feel like that's it. But this is a boundary. You need to set a boundary. That's what you've been told to do. Or that somebody has been very aggressive or abusive in their attacks towards you. And that that's dangerous and you need to get away from them as soon as possible. However, you see the wands on the ground. It's like she's already got 2 wands in her hand. She already took a lot of these people out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are on the ground. So whatever aggression or unexpected sneak attacks that somebody tried to do towards you, you made decisions with those 2 wands in her hand that helped you to protect yourself. You knew something was coming and you made good decisions. You decided to move forward. You didn't want to keep going back and forth, arguing the same points to somebody, wasting your breath. Okay. That's just not what you guys were going to do. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So a lot of you guys were in a position of lack, or you needed help. And I feel like this is an omen or a sign in this reading that a lot of you guys are going to receive that help. And then somebody's going to have something to say about it. It's somebody that's got a problem. They're very immature when it comes to their communication. And they feel like, they feel like they can put you back in a situation where you're lacking something or you're insecure about yourself. That's what it feels like somebody is doing here. It feels like somebody is trying to set you up to feel negatively again, or they feel like they can get you distracted or get you focusing on something that's really not important. I feel like because you've distanced yourself or walked away from someone here, somebody sees you as having this potential in the future coming in. And they don't want you to have that. Now, some of you guys have an ally here who is bringing order to chaos, and they are sending a message to you of good news that you weren't aware of or that you did not know about. And you may be nervous about whatever this is. Like if you get a text from a person and it's, it's somebody who you don't know what to expect with, or if this is an email, something that comes in the mail from a specific place, you may be nervous or apprehensive about it when you first realize that it's arrived. But I feel like whatever battle you've been facing is already over. And this is the sign that you're getting to tell you that you've made good decisions up until this point. Okay, somebody could be offering you some type of partnership in the near future as well. This could be the potential of some type of healthy, secure and stable relationship that is protected by spirit. This could be a business partnership for some of you guys. This could be an interview. This could be an offer letter being received from a job. But I feel like somebody has something to tell you. And for some of you, you have good news coming in, and some of you have challenging news coming in. Either way, I feel like it's going to work out the way it needs to work out if your perspective is, optimistic and positive. Some of you guys have both challenging and positive news coming in, but you're just going to have to temper your emotions and stay balanced. Everybody's in a very reactionary state right now, and spirit really does not want you guys to be reactionary. And you can tell when people are really, channeling and things like that, you can tell different things affect the reading. And ever since this reading turned on, I've been being very mellow with my voice. I have not been getting too riled up. There have been times where there's been, exclamation and emphasis put on certain words, but mostly I'm monotone. Okay. So I feel like Spirit really does not want you guys to react or respond too hastily or prematurely when it comes to whatever this is. Now, with the Eight of Cups, we have the Empress and the Four of Cups. So you're definitely rejecting something here. You're definitely leaving somebody out in the cold, or kind of making somebody feel rejected or abandoned. This could also be you as well. Some of you feel rejected or abandoned, specifically by a mother or a Virgo, Taurus. I wanted to say Capricorn, possibly Libra. Some of you guys are in a position where you're disappointed by someone's behavior. This could be your child if your child is grown. This could be the way that your child is raising your grandchild for some of you. This could also be a situation where, as a mother, you just may feel that your ex-husband or baby daddy or whoever is very disappointing, and you're walking away from this person. I feel like a lot of you are rejecting someone here because you know that your abundance is not in this situation, because there's been too many times where there's been a lack of appreciation. There's been a lack of gratitude. Okay. And I feel like you guys are tired of either exhibiting that energy and you want to show more gratitude to Spirit for what you've been blessed with, or you want to show the universe, like these cards said, that you deserve better treatment. Okay. Definitely motherly energy, feminine energy. There's somebody here who just doesn't want to accept good news. It's like every time something good happens, they have to, make it negative. They're very pessimistic. Okay. The Knight of Swords. We have the Page of Swords and the Lovers. Strong Gemini energy for a lot of you guys. Okay. This could be financial insecurity as well. Nutritional insecurity. This could be food stamps, WIC, any type of program that is connected to government assistance. Some of you guys may be dealing with food insecurity in your state or zip code or area. You may be going to food banks or local pantries. Some of you guys may be getting cut off of food stamps or government assistance. I am here to warn you. It is a real thing. This government shutdown is causing people to run out of money. So go to the store like I told you before. Did I not, Pisces? For my Pisces who've been here, remind everybody in the comments of when I told you to go get them canned goods and rice, to take your ass to the store and get them canned goods and rice. Go get them 49-cent, 59-cent, 79-cent cans of vegetables. Go get you some beans. Go get you some rice. If you can't plant stuff, fine. I get it. But this is what I'm saying. There's some type of letdown here that is helping you to see that it's time for you to move forward, and move forward with confidence and remove fear of what's going to happen in a situation, because you know that God got you, Spirit got you, universe got you, whoever you pray to. This is a situation where you're making choices that are guided by the universe. There could also be someone who loves you, who is discovering some information that you don't know, and they are bringing it to you so that you can be aware. This is an ally for some of you guys that you have in someone who is wanting to protect you or help relieve you of some type of burden. Okay? This is a situation where this good news, of something that's coming in. This could even be some type of relief that's coming in from a situation that was lacking for a long time. But whatever this is, I feel like you're making good choices. Overall, that's what this is about. You're making good choices. Okay. And, you may have not, it's like something may have caught you off guard in regards to a decision that someone else made. But whatever this is, it's in your favor. And I know it may not look like it, and some of y'all can't see past your situation. You too focused on it. But I'm telling you, if you get a higher perspective and you start to do your research and you start to try to get information from as many sources as you can and then compile it so that you can see what's important and what you can ignore and then move forward to make a decision that intuition is telling you to make, you are going to be just fine. Okay, there is somebody who is choosing to speak against you because they disagree with you. And this could be somebody who wants to expose you or get you caught up in a situation. But this motherfucker is ill prepared. I'm telling you right now. Some of you guys are coming together with someone who you might consider to be a soulmate or somebody who is aligned and destined to be in your life because of the choices that you're making. And, you know, whenever there's a situation that's imbalanced, spirit is going to automatically come in to balance it out. And we saw that with the Temperance card. I feel like a lot of you guys are fully capable of taking care of yourself and you know what to do. But I also feel like when there is confusion and when there's something or someone who's trying to obfuscate your vision and prevent you from seeing things and blur your vision and confuse you, spirit comes in to bring clarity. And I feel like whatever somebody is saying or doing behind your back or whatever's going on when it comes to communication that you don't see or something that somebody is doing that you don't see, I feel like you're being brought the information that you need, whether it's through, you know, little things that I might say, little things that other spiritual practitioners say, little things that you hear from people. It'd be random stuff. You could be sitting in your room thinking about a problem and then, oh, sorry, I don't understand. This is my son's phone. I was not talking to you. But you may be sitting in your room and there could be a problem that you're thinking about, mulling over, trying to figure out a solution for. And you may need help or you may be praying for God to help you, whatever's going on. And somebody outside may say something random. And that's your answer. You may be watching TV or scrolling through social media and you hear different words that come together, kind of like in the ghost hunting shows where they use that radio to switch through channels and the messages come through because they're just rapidly switching through each channel and you start to hear a message that happens in real life. So just make sure that you're being very observant and you're paying attention to what's going on around you, because I feel like spirit is guiding you towards some type of information that you did not see, or they're guiding you towards a message that you didn't know you were looking for, but that you actually need. Now with the Page of Pentacles, we have the Six of Wands and the Death card. So Scorpio energy really strongly. There's a transformation here that nobody can change. A cord is being cut. And I said that in the beginning of this reading. I feel like I did. Let me know, but a cord is being cut. There is definitely a door that's being closed for good, and it will not be able to be opened again because now a situation needs to transform. This is an entity that is a mediator. This Death card energy, like the Grim Reaper, is like there's no feelings behind this. When the Grim Reaper comes to collect souls, the Grim Reaper don't have no feelings about the souls that they come to snatch. Okay? They snatching up souls out here, y'all. And the Grim Reaper is indifferent, okay? They don't feel no type of way towards it. They don't feel happiness or joy, and they don't feel pain or sadness. They just do what they got to do. And that's what I feel like you guys are doing. And it's making you very successful. This transformation that you're going through is making you very successful. There's a change that's happening here that could cause a win in a situation when it comes to some type of lack that you guys have been experiencing or some type of deficiency that you've been experiencing. I feel like there could be, I don't know if it's a law, but it kind of with the sword, it gives me the Justice card because they have a sword in their hand on the Justice card. It feels like there could be something legal that's changing or a contract that could be nulled and voided, but it's actually going to end up working out in your favor. Pay attention to how things are changing and the signs that you see, because it's letting you know what spirit wants you to remove from your life. If you get your food stamps cut off or you don't get your stamps, it's going to trigger you to move in a different direction and do what you need to do. This is all protection. Any type of rejection is definitely protection. And you have to see it like that if you're going to survive this shit. And if you can't see it like that, and if you so distraught and in your emotions and your vision is clouded, you need to get your motherfucking shit together. Cause if you struggling now, it's gonna get a whole lot harder before it gets easier. And I'm just trying to listen. A lot of you guys are going through a change that actually is giving you a lot of confidence, and it's making you very popular for some of you. It's also leading you to a lot of success. I feel like this could be some type of raise or bonus or something that it's like the way that something is calculated or the way that something is added up or put together. I just heard added up, added up. Is that a song? It's a rap song, but I feel like it's coming together. So there could be a new way that something is being calculated or a new way that something is being like distributed here. Okay. Now with the Nine of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Libra energy. Okay. So yeah, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo are significant in this reading. And I also said Sagittarius. All right. There's some type of consistency here as well. When it comes to you consistently receiving something, I just feel like you're not going to have to fight for something anymore, or something is not going to be as much of an uphill battle. I feel like you expect for something to come in, and you may not expect for it not to come in, or you may not expect for it to not be there. It's like something has always been dependable, reliable, consistent. And I feel for some reason that is changing here. Okay. But I feel like there's some type of protection here that God is giving you. Some of you guys may be hearing about people getting their stamps cut off. You may be hearing about people's WIC getting canceled. You may be hearing about people's Section 8 or TANF or something getting revoked. There's something here where people are going through lack or experiencing lack. But because some of you have made a decision that helped you in the present moment, you made the decision in the past, you like prepared or did something to prepare, or you were thinking ahead and you made some type of arrangements or something like that. I feel like you're protected from something, or you're not caught off guard to where you can fight this battle adequately. Okay. Because for whatever reason, before I moved in May, something told me to buy a dehydrator and a deep freezer. And I was mad because I thought about it later. And I'm like, dang, I wish I had that money back. Because that's when shipping and tariffs was real high. I paid almost, I don't even want to tell you how much I paid in shipping. But now I got that deep freezer and we got meat. Okay, listen, I'm trying to tell you. What's the Two of Cups? The Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Strength, Leo. So this is about being brave, being courageous. This is about silencing the noise in your mind that comes from a place of insecurity. Okay? A lot of you guys are getting an increase in your finances from your work, and this is justice. You're accomplishing a goal when it comes to your profession or your career, and this is justice. You're silencing those evil voices in your head, the devil on your shoulder that tells you to slap somebody, or the devil on your shoulder that tells you you're not good enough, or the devil on your shoulder that tells you that you're going to have to deal with something bad. You've already fought the battle. I need y'all to know that. I need y'all to understand that. Okay, and stay committed to consistency. All right, continue to fight these battles in the way that you've been doing it to transmute the energy, delayed gratification, whatever it is that you've been doing to stay sane and stay alive. Continue to do that. And work on removing the pain from your heart and allowing it to fuel you towards reaching your goals. There could be a Leo or a Virgo here, possibly a Cancer, who you are going to meet or partner up with or become friends with or network with here. that could give you information that you need to encourage you. Some of you, this could be a teacher or a mentor who's giving you some type of information that's going to protect you, or they're giving you some type of knowledge of resources or knowledge about resources that you can acquire, who's going to basically help you navigate through any confusion or conflict that could be going on at this time that you weren't necessarily prepared for, but that you could feel coming. Okay, for anybody who does have someone who's being hostile towards you, I just feel like a lot of you guys are communicating or vibrating in a much higher frequency. So it's like they're kind of like an afterthought, or they're not really relevant here. I feel like spirit is elevating you to a place that they can't reach you. Because the cat, I'm looking at this cat in the tree. And it's like, yeah, if somebody had an enemy on the ground that can't climb trees, you jumped in the tree and now they can't reach you. Okay. What else does Pisces need to know? Toil and labor. So you could feel, especially if you're a feminine, that you're stuck in a dead-end job, or that you're stuck in a situation that just cycles over and over again repeatedly. A lot of you guys are walking through a portal where the work that you've put in is about to pay off for you exponentially. Some of you guys don't see it coming, but it's coming. Journey card is here. So you could be leaving or arriving somewhere. Okay. But I feel like a lot of you are leaving something. Okay, and there's going to be somebody there to greet you, to meet you. This could be a guardian angel. This could be a spirit guide. This could be a mentor, a teacher. And you're arriving because, you're ready. They're arriving and showing up because you're ready. All these different things are culminating together. I feel like some of you could be taking a trip as well because you need a break from the grind, okay, of work. But there's something about somebody close to you. Let's see. What is this toil and labor card for Pisces? Y'all be sure to like the video. If you got any hypes, y'all, send them my way. Look, the journey card, it came out. A cycle is definitely coming to an end. This is a part of your journey that's been a slog. It's been a grind, okay? Ooh, and then the poverty card. So here you go, masculines, another 10 with 37. So it's like no matter who you are, you guys have come to a place in your journey where you just become exhausted and fed up and tired of this repetitive cyclic energy, and you are more determined than ever to break these cycles. Okay, yeah. Imprisonment 29. Somebody could be going to jail as well. There could be a situation here where someone was victimized, we'll say, because they were unprotected, or because they were an easy target. Somebody thought they could take candy from a baby here. There's a situation where a person aggressively came at someone who was less fortunate, or taking advantage of someone who didn't really have any protection. It kind of feels like somebody who's special needs being targeted because they're special needs, and a person using that to their advantage to use and abuse that person. That's what it feels like to me. Somebody with the mind of a child. It's like child labor or something like that. Something about child labor. Okay. Chained up. Dangerous conditions. Okay, this could be what you've been experiencing. This could be how your life has been since you were a child. This could be different situations in your life that felt like they were never ending, and that put you in a very precarious position. But I feel like you're arriving at a time or a space where this is coming to an end. You have 2 10s and 2 11s, 37, 29, 10, and 38. That's 2 10s and 2 11s. So November, October, that's where we are right now. Okay. What was that other card? I forgot that quick, child. Oh, it was close. It was family room. I was about to say close family. Uh-oh. So you're very close to achieving a goal here, Pisces. There could be somebody who is going to jail or being released from jail. Take it how it resonates. I don't know necessarily, but somebody, okay? We have the Two of Pentacles. Trying to maintain, robbing Peter to pay Paul. All right? These are situations that you've been stuck in for some time. And it does come from family or generational issues that you've experienced. There is a King of Pentacles here. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, strong Capricorn. I feel like this person is very stuck in their ways. Things work for them for so long and they feel like things are good, but it's like maintaining is just not enough anymore. I don't know what this is exactly. I feel like you're also getting recognized for your work. I feel like there's a situation here where some of you guys are possibly receiving some type of recognition for a situation that you've been trapped in for a long time, or someone that's been trying to take advantage of you for a long time because it pays them or it makes them more well off. This could be a father figure for some of you guys with the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This looks like a happy family, but it's like if you look at it from a different perspective, that might be an illusion. Okay? Where someone appears to be doing well or something appears to be going well, but it's actually not. You have the key to free yourself from any negativity. You just have to make sure that you are, I feel like, waiting for the right opportunity to come along. Some of you guys are being presented with opportunities that I feel like Spirit wants you to really go within and consider and make sure that it's the right opportunity for you. Your spirit team doesn't want you to just take anything that is being offered to you. Make sure that the offer is worth your time, your energy, your effort, and your resources. Make sure that you're getting equal reciprocity. Make sure that somebody is treating you well when it comes to whatever this is. And if this is a situation where, you know, I can't tell you what to do, but it kind of feels like a situation where if someone is going to pay you bare bones prices, give them bare bones results. I don't know what to tell you. Okay? What else does Pisces need to know when it comes to these messages? Y'all be sure to like the video. Like and subscribe because we catching the vibe. For Pisces, anything else that Pisces needs to know when it comes to these messages? Whatever courage and bravery that you have and whatever focus that you're maintaining is paying off in the near future. We have light bulb moment, okay? So epiphanies, realizations. Yeah, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. That's what this is possibly right now. When it comes to you finding out something that you didn't know or getting this missing piece to the puzzle answered that was causing you some type of confusion, like what was going on? It just wasn't adding up. Okay. Something about a dime and a quarter. I don't know what that is. What's that saying where people say, I'm hearing rub two pennies together, but I'm also hearing when something about a maybe nickel and diamond, somebody being cheap, or two nickels don't equal a quarter or something. I don't know what that's about. Lift off at the bottom, fast action, progression forward. The wait is over. Okay, so something is taking off and you're having a realization or a sudden stroke of genius. Awareness is being brought to you about something, brought to you by. Okay, so it could be a sponsor. Turn says party animals, sex, drugs, and alcohol, surface pleasures. So something is taking off for you and you're realizing that maybe somebody wants to trigger you into wasting this moment. There could also just be a situation where you're realizing that you need to have like discipline and boundaries. And you could be connecting the dots as to all of your hard work and dedication coming together and paying off. And the fact that you're having more discipline and more boundaries and you're being more consistent and devoted and committed to your goals, you could now be seeing that that's the reason why something is taking off now, is because you're doing all of the things that Spirit has been wanting you to do for a long time. Okay. Somebody is very reckless. What else for Pisces? Ooh, Penny pinching in reverse, baby. Financial struggle, saving up, budgeting. Okay, so no more penny pinching. But also we have wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion. So some of you guys have been saving money because you haven't been going out. You haven't been drinking. You haven't been dating. You haven't been trying to court anybody. You haven't been too involved or enthralled in romance and relationships. You've been very focused on your goals and your career or whatever it is that you want to achieve. So it's like now that your focus is strictly on whatever it is that you want to achieve, while also, doing those things to maintain your peace and your spiritual practices, is starting to click that this is what was holding you back. Graduation day, it was at the bottom when I took the deck out. Leveling up, lessons learned, acquired wisdom. Now the reward is coming in to match the work. Key player, important person playing an essential role, irreplaceable. So spirit had to whip you into shape pretty much. You needed a whooping. That's okay. We all done had sore asses because we got whoopings. Everybody's booty been a little sore from a whooping. Sometimes healing is not easy. When your mama, I told y'all before, when your mama used to put that alcohol, because y'all ran out of peroxide, because the peroxide don't really burn. But when your mama used to put that alcohol on that cut or that scrape that you got when you was playing outside, man, you was ready to slap somebody. But what it meant, what that pain symbolized and signified, was that you were going to heal and that some type of impurity and negativity was being cleansed and cleaned from within you. Now that you realize how important a role it is that you play in this journey, you're not banging your head against the wall no more. And now spirit is allowing you to graduate. Some of you guys may be graduating from college. Some of you may be graduating from a program or some type of program that's like a certification. Some of you have the knowledge that you need and you had the courage to seek out the knowledge. You had the courage to seek out the teacher and they arrived or they are arriving. This could be the final stage of this journey that you're in. But even though it's not very like out there and in your face, there's a lot of messages that we've talked about in this reading that signify celebration. They're going to be throwing confetti for you. Did you not see the Six of Wands? Yeah, I feel like spirit is hiding this as well. They're hiding this victory. They're hiding this win. They're hiding this success from you until it's absolutely solidified. But you play a very important role. A lot of you guys are influencing the changes that need to happen in the world. And now that you have evolved from the stage of your life where you were basically throwing your life away, spirit is now ready to allow for you to see the truth and to see what you are capable of, to see what you can achieve if you choose to. All right. Now, what is this? King of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? You're getting something that you want, something that you wished for, dreamed for, prayed about. A lot of you are giving back out of pure joy of giving back because that's just what you want to do. You're not doing it for any reason or to get anything in return. You're just doing it because you know this is a part of your journey and this is the right thing to do. You know that ain't nobody else going to be able to do it like you. You know that this is a part of your path. This could be your destiny. I can't tell you. You're the only one who can tell yourself. But what I do know is that you're receiving something that you wished for, prayed for, wanted, or that you deserve when it comes to all of the work that you've put in. I feel like you're being sworn in here, hypothetically, to something. I feel like you're just really happy because you're receiving something that you know is deserving to be received. You know it's fair. You know it's balanced. You know that's what you deserve to have. And, you know, I feel like in the past, a lot of you guys struggled to move on from things that were very difficult. This was a rough road. This wasn't an easy win. This wasn't an easy victory. And I feel like that's what these goofy motherfuckers over here don't understand. It's a lot of people who wasn't shooting with you in the gym. And I know it's corny, but it's some real shit. There's a lot of people who are going to see you have this victory. There's a lot of people who are going to see you graduate, see you as this key player in a situation, and they're going to want to trick you off your square. Not everybody in the crowd is your friend. I've had to make peace with the fact that not all of you motherfuckers watching me actually want me to succeed. That's why you don't like the video, raggedy bitch. But that's okay. It really is okay, because spirit goes ahead and lets you know exactly where you got the game fucked up. And no matter how much haters watch readings and think that the good news is for them, if they're not in the right lane to receive said good news, even me, it's above me, honey. All right. I'm not perfect and I don't have all the answers, and don't put me on no pedestal and then try to snatch me off of it. Because didn't nobody tell you to do that. That's your fault. All right. But what I do know is that I've been guided here to say certain things and to, put certain things out there to help the people who are in the right frame of mind or who would like to be. Okay. Because you don't have to be perfect to show up here. You just got to show up with an intention that is pure and with an intention that is striving for forward progress. Okay. But not everybody in the crowd is rooting for you. Not everybody in the crowd is cheering for you. Do you see this? When somebody walks across the stage or when they're on stage, everybody in the crowd don't like you. Some people will pay thousands of dollars, big bucks, to see you fail and to witness you. They'll pay thousands of dollars to come to your concert just to be praying that you fall. So sometimes, you got to just make peace with that and keep on pushing. And that's what a lot of y'all are doing with this 8 of Cups. But at the end of the day, they or whoever, because I don't like saying they, but people who are in the wrong frame of mind when it comes to this whole, spiritual game here and what God source is trying to show us, the people who got it fucked up, it's going to catch up. So all you got to do is keep your mind clear. Keep your head clear. Keep your emotions stabilized. Use logic and emotion together in unison, Hierophant, to make good decisions and to take your time not to react or respond prematurely. Be pragmatic and understand what you're dealing with, and then continue to move forward. Pisces, let me get some advice for y'all. You thought I was done. Gotcha, bitch. Anyway. Let me get some advice. Let's get some of these right here. Bring that ass here, boy. Anyway, I wasn't trying to make this reading this long, but, what needs to be said, needs to be said. And what's understood don't need to be explained. What is the advice, Spirit, for Pisces when it comes to these messages? Stop giving your power away right now. Stop letting these people irritate you, because that's what they came to do. That's what they was born to do. That's what they came here for, is to irritate. They were assigned to you by the enemy. You think, oh my God, you be like, what? These folks ain't got nothing better to do. They ain't got no life. No, you are their life. You are their livelihood. You are their power source. You are their plug. And it's time to cut somebody off. And that's what Spirit has been saying this whole reading. At the bottom, do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in your life. All that negativity eats away at you bit by bit, piece by piece, and breaks you down until you look just as ugly as these raggedy ass, hating ass bitches out here. They be wondering why they be looking all crazy in the face, because they hating on people. They're feeding themselves with negative, dark, toxic, tainted energy. And they're getting you to do it to yourself. Stop. Never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. Last night I took a L, but tonight I bounce back. Like a rubber band. Like a little stretchy, bouncy ball. You always bounce back. It's always a boomerang. It's always a ricochet. And that whatever this boomerang is that somebody was trying to hook you with, it's coming back to whoop their ass. But you don't need to be worried about it. You're not going to see it. Even if you think you see it, you don't. And the fact that you're looking for it is what's got you fucked up. So Spirit is saying, take your power back from that bullshit and focus on what you need to do. I said what the fuck I said. Argue with me in the comments. You know I'm right, because that's why you triggered. And if you already been doing it and you doing the damn thing, then this is only confirmation for you to keep going. Thank you, Pisces. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. If you gain benefit from this reading, please consider donating through PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. I love it when you guys leave super thanks, but those options in the description box are a much better fit to make sure your donation goes to where it's supposed to. I really appreciate all of you guys. Let me know in the comments if it resonated, Pisces. If you want to book a reading, that also is linked below. And I will see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, honey boos. All right, maybe I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. But remember, Pisces, most importantly, this is our circle, boos. Bye.